Hey Science Team athletes, what's going on? Today I will be giving you a crash course on the basics of genetics. Let's start with some basic vocabulary. In the nucleus of each cell, most people have 46 chromosomes. A chromosome is a structure inside the nucleus which contains genetic information in the form of one very long strand of DNA. DNA is the carrier of genetic information. Genes are segments of DNA which contain the information needed to build one protein. When these proteins materialize, they form traits. A trait is any gene-determined characteristic and is often determined by more than one gene. Traits that are determined by one gene are called Mendelian traits, since the traits Mendel watched for in pea plants were controlled by only one gene. A normal chromosome has around 100,000 genes. Since you have two parents, for every chromosome you got from your dad, you have a corresponding chromosome you got from your mom. Two corresponding chromosomes are called homologous chromosomes, and you have 23 pairs of them. Homologous chromosomes are the same size and code for the same array of traits. Each trait is expressed by an allele. Since you have two corresponding genes on two corresponding chromosomes, for every Mendelian trait, you have two alleles. These two alleles together form a genotype. A genotype is the representation of a gene's genetic code. It is determined by two alleles and is expressed by a pair of letters. The phenotype is your physical appearance. Some examples of phenotypes are blue eyes, brown fur, striped fruit, or yellow flowers. In this picture, you can see a pair of homologous chromosomes. Each location on one chromosome that matches up with the same location on the other homologous chromosome code for the same trait. On these locations are letters, which when paired with the letter on the other chromosome, form a genotype. These letters are alleles. Alleles can be expressed as either capital or lowercase, and can stand for two traits, but not all traits are created equal. One of the two traits possible is dominant, and one is recessive. The dominant trait is expressed using an uppercase letter, and the recessive trait is expressed using the lowercase letter. This means that the uppercase letter, or dominant allele, overrides the lowercase letter, or recessive allele, in a genotype. The genotypes in this image read from beginning to end: capital A, capital B, lowercase c, capital D, lowercase c, capital F, lowercase f. Let's move on to some genotype vocab. Let's say capital S, the dominant allele, codes for round seeds, and lowercase s, the recessive allele, codes for wrinkled seeds. Now it turns out there are three possible genotypes: two capital letters, a capital and a lowercase letter, or two lowercase letters. When you have two capital letters, the genotype is homozygous dominant, and the dominant trait will be expressed. This means the plant will receive a phenotype of round seeds. If you have two lowercase letters, the genotype is known as homozygous recessive, and the recessive trait will be expressed. This means the plant will receive a phenotype of wrinkled seeds. Pure or true breeding can be used instead of homozygous. When the genotype is made up of one capital letter and one lowercase letter, the genotype is known as heterozygous. Since the dominant allele takes precedence, the phenotype will be the dominant trait, in this case round seeds. A heterozygous genotype can also be referred to as hybrid. Here are some questions to test your knowledge. Pause the video now and resume the video when you're ready for the solution. Here are the answers. Thanks for watching.